Hi everyone, and welcome to Our Philippine Life. I'm Todd, Hazel's at work, and Leilani's in school. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the GoPro HERO 5 Black. And I finally got it. Decided that it might be a little bit better than my cell phone camera, hopefully. At least I know it can go underwater. And this is coming with built-in anti-vibration software, which hopefully will help stabilize the image. It's not quite as good as a gimbal, but a three-way motorized gimbal would cost as much as this camera. There is another kind of gimbal that I might get. It's not motorized though, it's just a stabilizer, handheld stabilizer. And if I decide to get that, I'll show that to you in another video. It's really a very clever gadget. But even that may not be necessary because I'm not going to be riding a motorcycle or a mountain bike or running or jogging or skateboarding or doing any other kind of high-speed vibrational activity that's likely to require a gimbal. So I'm going to try to make do with it as it is, and if I do need some help, I might get that handheld stabilizer. But first, let's take a look at the GoPro HERO 5 Black. It looks a lot like the GoPro 4 Black, except on the back you'll see it has a view screen like the GoPro 4 Silver does. But this one is actually a touch screen like your cell phone, which is pretty cool. It is actually a pretty sophisticated camera. It does come in this hard shell case for mounting purposes, and they have a little thing here you can mount it on something. And it also comes with a couple of little mounting brackets. But if you have other types of mounts, like a windshield mount, or something for your helmet or your chest, then it will mount to that as well, and of course a gimbal. But you don't actually need this hard shell case to protect the camera, because it comes in its own built-in hard shell case, which is watertight. So unlike the 3 model, you don't need the watertight case to keep it watertight. It has its own built-in case. And let's see if I can get this thing off. Okay, here we go. This folds down in the back. The camera hopefully will push out. Okay, here's the case, which you only need for mounting purposes. And then here's the actual camera. It's not quite as tiny as the GoPro 4 or 3, but it is pretty small. And it has that view screen on the back. The thing came with one battery, which is different than the GoPro 4. It's got this little thing sticking out on the side. So if you have a 4 or a 3 and you're thinking about upgrading to a 5, just be aware your batteries will not be compatible. So to get this thing started, you have to slide down with your thumb You press in on this little button here and then pull down and lift up. And this is what it looks like on the inside. And you drop your battery down in it like so, and close it up. Hopefully I did it the right way, maybe not. Let's try turning the battery around the other way. Okay, there. That sounds good. And then the power button is here. There's also a power button here, but if you turn it on, it immediately takes video, which is cool if you're in a hurry to video something. So let's give it a try here. And it's on. And it has all kinds of little informational options for you. I currently have this field of view set to wide. I'm going to see if I can change that. And it lets you see the difference here in the back. And based on what I've been told, the linear view is very good for GoPro because prior editions of the GoPro would give you kind of a fisheye look around the edges. And I don't know why that is, something about the lens, but what they've done is they've corrected that digitally using the linear view. Now there's narrow view, medium view, wide view, super wide view for landscapes, I guess. But the linear view gives you a fairly wide angle, but it does something where it takes what's over here on the periphery and it sharpens it so that it is clear and straight. And one other nifty thing about the GoPro 5 is it has voice command. For example, you can say, GoPro, take a picture. And there's my picture. Isn't that neat? I could also say, GoPro, take a video. And it will start recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, turn off. And there it goes. That's different. We have to get used to that. But I could see how that might come in useful if your hands are busy. You know, if you've got, you know, your GoPro in one hand and some other kind of thing over here, and you don't really want to be messing with your camera, or if you're wearing it on your chest, you know, or got some kind of a head deal going on, you probably don't want to be pushing buttons anywhere. So you just talk to it. That's nice. They say it's waterproof down to 33 feet, which is fine unless you drop it in the water, and then you're maybe in trouble. I don't know why they couldn't have made it go deeper than that, but that's what it is. I personally have gone as deep as 60 feet. I can tell you that nowadays I'm not likely to go beyond 10 feet, you know, so 33 feet is fine. It's better than your average swimming pool. And if you're just swimming around in the surf, you know, near the beach shore, it's going to be fine for that too. And of course, needless to say, if you're caught in a downpour rain, it's not going to run your camera because it is waterproof. So I was able to get a package deal with this. I actually spent a total of $449 on this camera and its equipment. The camera itself was only $399. But in addition to that, I got some freebies because I purchased a box of stuff, which I am going to open for you right now. I do want to point out that it does come with an instruction book, which is truly minimal. So if you really want to learn how to use the GoPro HERO 5 Black, you're going to have to go online and look for videos and guides on the internet that will steer you in the right direction, unless you're an expert with this stuff, in which case you already know how to use it. But I did get some freebies with that box. One is a Type-C car charger, which could be very useful if you're out on the road somewhere. I'm told that the GoPro has approximately 3.5 hours of video life before the battery is dead. And it takes about 3.5 hours to charge it. So if you're driving around in your automobile, you can use this to charge this. And then if you're at home or have anywhere access to an electrical outlet, I got this. This is a battery charger. It charges 2 batteries simultaneously, and it comes with a battery. So now I have 2 batteries. And the camera did not come out of the factory with fully charged batteries. So I had to charge it before I could do this demonstration. Here's what the charger looks like. You just plug it into your computer, which is plugged into the wall, and it charges the battery in about 3.5 hours, 4 hours or so. And you can tell when it's fully charged because it has 2 little yellow lights here that show that it's charging, and they turn green when it's charged. And there's 1 battery in here now, which came with it, and then the one that's in the camera. And I got another little portable battery kind of thingy, which again you have to charge using your computer. You plug this thing into your computer, and when it's green, when it's fully charged, it turns green. Otherwise, it's yellow, or flashing. But this is like a spare battery. You can run around, and if you need to charge your battery, you can plug it into this thing on the go, or you can plug it into your car charger and charge it that way, or you can try to get to a electrical outlet and use this. So I've got all kinds of devices for charging the camera. I have 2 batteries now, and those things came free because I got this. And the place I got all this at was Best Buy. Oh, and also I got this, came with it. and I don't actually know how to use it. There are two devices in here, and I know the little one drops into the same compartment as the battery, which is weird because you can't remove your portable drive without taking out the battery. So you have to break the seal on the camera, remove the battery, and then get in there with tweezers or something and try to extract this thing. And then, when you're done with it, put it back in, put the battery back in, and reseal the case. Now this big thing over here, I'm not even sure what that is because it's too big to fit into the camera. So if it doesn't fit into the camera, I'm not sure what you do with it. Probably have to go back to Best Buy and say, what do I do with this thing here? Maybe you know. If you do, leave me a comment. But the little one is a chip that fits down inside the battery case. And I got that for free too. So it's 32 gigabytes of external drive storage. It transfers at a rate of 95 megabytes per second, which sounds fast. I don't know. I hope it's fast. So let's see what I had to buy for $50 to qualify for the freebies.